So, very, very good game. I like the way it looks, and I'm thinking it could be very successful.
All right, my winner of the week is BioWare. I mean, obviously they released a very good game recently.
Absolutely.
But more specifically, in Mass Effect 2, is their Cerberus network, where they're giving you free DLC right from the outset. I mean, some people would say, oh, it's ridiculous. Why would we have, DLC, when it should have just been in the game? But this stuff is free. So, I mean, the only real counter-argument is that it could, the people who don't go online might miss out. But I think it's great that they're offering free content to the community.
All right, my winner of the week is BioWare. Same thing with what Chief said, but also because I heard that they're gonna there's a rumor going around that they might show more information of a Mass Effect 2 expansion at E3 this year.
Yeah, E3 is back, right?
So I also heard that there's going to be a lot more crap that they're going to be releasing rather than last time when there was only 2. So that's my winner.
Anyway, my winner's kind of complicated, but if you're a PC nut, you'll understand it. So hang on tight. My winner is Intel for pioneering their Clarkdale 32nm dual-core processor. And what they're doing is they're really innovating the 32nm platform to bring on for their i9 release in basically over a year from now. So what I think is really going on is, number one, in the Clarkdale, it's the CPU GPU chip, and then they're able to make better integrated graphics because that's the weak point of Intel for so long. And they also, it's kind of two-faceted, Intel's also pushing their limits on multi-core computing, which is all the stuff they have. They recently built this 48-core monster computer, and they're really pushing the envelope, and they're showing how they can really push the multi-core hyper-threading stuff that they've been doing. So Intel, for pushing 32nm, which is the next generation of everything, and which is really going to be pumping me up for the i9, fixing their integrated graphics problems with the Clarkdale, and making awesome chips. And from right now, they are really kicking ass in their chip manufacturing. All right, let's go around with our losers.
All right,
Tristan, what do we got?
I'm going to do my loser and my top 3, together, just to speed up
things
here. My loser is Infinity Ward. They're, for call, yes. Again, call on the Bloodhounds. I need a whistle. Okay, for Call of Duty 2, they recently released a patch to modify some of their weapons that were overpowered, and they served to make it worse. The Model 1887 akimbo shotguns were originally too powerful. Their range for a shotgun was amazing. They could reach across buildings and such and gun down people.
Unfair. It's so stupid.
So
Yeah, I've seen the videos of that.
Yeah,
that's pretty crazy.
So then they introduced a patch to cut the range, but they didn't do their patch right. A friend of mine, Iron Cannon 5, found a glitch in their patch. When you equipped stopping power to the weapons, they gained their old range back. So not only now do they have the same range, they deal more
you just
damage.
told everybody, thanks.
Yes. Yes. Hopefully Infinity Ward will fix it. Also, their riot shields, they made even more invincible because now knives can't kill you anymore. So the only thing that will injure you is an explosion or being shot from behind. So you serve to take 2 already overpowered weapons and make them worse. So nice job, Infinity Ward, on screwing up your patch. Then my top 3 to play right now. Bayonetta, I personally may not like the game, but it's definitely a nice action-packed game.
That is surprising you put that on there.
Yes. Then I say Little Big Planet. For those of you who like to express your creative side, they introduce a water engine in their downloadable content for Pirates of the Caribbean content.
For those who don't know, Twisted is a beast at Little Big Planet.
Pick up the Game of the Year edition.
Yeah.
So for those of you who like to express your creative side or just want to screw around with a ship and blow it up, definitely pick that up.
The balloon level, man.
Yes. And then I say the Saboteur, for those of you who are maybe even getting into the Grand Theft Auto kind of feel and want to blow up some Nazis.
I heard you can kill people in that game.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go play that right now. I've never had that before.
And you can do some sabotage.
Right. So, yeah, that's it for my top 3.
All right, awesome. Let's do our losers and top 3. Chief, hit it.
Alrighty then. My loser is, and this actually might get me some unpopular support as well. Apple with their iPad.
iPad? Wow.
iPad.
All right, so Am I the only one who thinks that this is basically just like a really big iPod?
I never heard of it, so.
The iPad. Sorry, I get it mixed up because it's the same thing.
It's only one letter different.
It's just a big. it's like a big iPod. The screen's much larger. It can't fit in your pocket now, but I presume it's a little bit faster. But they're trying to push it as like it's gonna have all these apps on it, and it's gonna be able to do all these things, and it's gonna have all the stuff from the previous, like App Store or whatever. But like, that's not really what it should do. It's just a bigger version of a device that everyone liked because it was so compact. Like, now you just took the device that was like, could do everything you wanted and fit right in your pocket, and now it doesn't fit in your pocket. That's all it is. Like,
Took it and made it 3 times larger.
it's not good enough to be a laptop, and it's not good enough to be, an iPod. So like, and
Yeah.
they're trying to like I saw some videos like they're trying to play like racing games. I think it might have even been like Need for Speed or something, and like and like a first-person shooter. And honestly, like games like that, I mean, it's not really gonna work out that great. I mean, especially the shooter aspect of it, and it's really, it's just a big iPod, and they're definitely my losers of the week.
I think that there's something to be said for the iPad. I'm not buying one, that's for damn sure, but maybe it's like trying to appeal to like older people that can't see the iPod and all this kind of crap. And the one thing they are going to try to compete with is, I think what they're really trying to do is make a Kindle that's better. So this would be full color, badass, made by Apple, and plus all the fallback that everything Apple has.
Well, if it's going to use as a Kindle, as like a book reader, that's not.
It's a bit
But yeah,
expensive for a
it's
book
definitely
reader.
it's definitely I understand that it's definitely expensive, but but that's the thing, like it does so much more, and like and it's not really the greatest thing ever because there's not the greatest market for the Kindle. And then I saw the specs for the iPad. I do think it's kind of a waste of time, but I got so much respect for Steve Jobs and what he does and the visionary that he is that it's hard for me to diss it completely.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Like I love the iPhone. Like I think it's fantastic. I think it's
This it's one of the best devices ever made.
And then all of a sudden they just went in the completely wrong direction, like with it. So like I mean, no, don't get the impression that I hate Apple or I hate what they make. I actually love what they make. Except I think this is something that should be
Long-term.
Aborted like immediately.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? But if they just release it, so many people will just buy anything that's Apple.
I know.
So I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna be surprised when this thing comes out and then they make billions off of it. It's it's Apple, it's shiny, and people are gonna want to take advantage of that.
Yeah. And my top 3.
What the hell? I'm sorry, Rennick just pulled out a weekend controller.
A Wiimote.
Where did you get that?
From my house.
Yeah, you gotta carry that around. You never know.
Use it for protection.
You might just be walking through the streets.
I could just turn around. I think he like pulls a knife on me or something. It's like a Wiimote.
Hey, I'm a geek. It's my version of a knife.
No motion plus though.
Yeah, no motion plus.
All right. Anyway, before I was interrupted, top 3. I'm gonna go with number 1. It's pretty obvious. Mass Effect 2. Amazing
Alright.
game, amazing world. You should be picking that up. Assassin's Creed 2. They just released their Battle of Forlì DLC, and they have more DLC planned soon. So you should definitely check that out if you haven't checked it out already. And my 3rd game is a little handheld game called Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks.
Have you been playing that?
Yeah, I mean, I've only been playing it, a little bit from time to time, but man, that game it's great to, have the Zelda experience on the handheld, and they do a lot with their touch controls.
You know who I think is playing that? I think Jamie's playing it. Jamie, do you have anything to say about Spirit Tracks?
Spirit Tracks is very good. I love it.
All right.
Though I will say this,
Cameo appearance.
I think that Phantom Hourglass was a little harder.
Yeah, I
it
think
had
the dungeons.
I think it had a little more content.
Yeah.
And because the whole overworld deal was that you were on tracks, like
Yeah.
driving around on tracks. You can't really obviously do as much when you're out on like a huge open like sea.
Yeah.
But one thing I like is it's less of like going back to the same temple over and over again and like
Yeah, but that's
time.
still sort of there.
Yeah, but you're not like under time constraints. And,
Oh yeah,
like,
no
doing the
time.
same
There's
thing.
no hourglass. Like you're not getting killed as like you're walking through the dungeon and not in the safe zones.
But yeah, I've only dug into it a little bit, but it's been a blast, and I would definitely recommend it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you love Zelda, if you played Phantom Hourglass and you loved it, you're gonna love this even more.
It's one of the best iterations on the DS.
Oh yeah,
It's really just rules
It's-
on the DS.
probably one of the best, at least for all Zelda games on the DS. Like, it's probably one of the game